my spirit unto you.
Look at the reward. Who wants God's spirit? If you want the spirit of the Most High, all you got to do is turn. He said he will. When God told our forefathers that he was going to do something, he did it. And we read all the examples of it happening. So the same way that they have faith, we got to have the same faith. We got to have the same belief. We got to have the same hope. God says if we turn at his reproof, he'll pour out his spirit unto us.
I will make known my words unto you.
God says he will make known this Bible. He will give you the understanding of it. Go ahead.
Because I have called, and ye refuse. I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded.
So the problem is, God says when he did call, we refused. But the reason that we struggling is because we not turning. And the reason that we not turning is because we envying our oppressors. When God said this man is the author of all mischief upon the Hebrews from the beginning, even until now. So we back in 2 Maccabees chapter 7, and now we're in verse 33.
And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastity and correction.
You see that? What's the mowing down of our brothers and sisters in the streets? What was the lynching of our grandparents in the 1400s, which didn't start in the 1400s? They just made it more brutal. Because before then, they hung you to a cross and put hand stakes through your hands and your feet and let you hang there until you gave up the ghost. But because of the wickedness of this man and his love for death, he said, well, that takes too long. We're going to hang them by their necks. And then that's where you get the lynching coming in. And even unto today, you still got our brothers and sisters being lynched. You got over 6 people lynched in the last month. Why are these things happening? What did God say? Though, read it from the top of 33.
And though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastity and correction.
Because it's chastity and it's correction. God is trying to turn us back unto him. But we still refusing. We don't want to hear it. We don't have time. So when we in our distress, and when we in trouble, and we in the midst of terror, and we send up those prayers, you know what God turns around and says? He says he don't have time. Go ahead.
Yet shall he be at one again with his servants.
You see that? So it says, yet, God says, yet shall he be again one with his servants. We already read in Isaiah chapter 44 that Jacob and Israel was God's servants. And in order for God to be at one with us again, we got to turn in his reproof. And in order for us to understand his reproof, we got to stop envying our oppressors. Go ahead.
But thou, O godless man.
What is our oppressor? He said, thou, O godless man. He's godless. Why are we following after somebody that don't even believe in God? We following after somebody that has no righteousness in him. The only thing he got is his green paper that he got his picture on. And it don't mean nothing to nobody else but him. So we got to stop envying our oppressor and come back to the Most High God. Because God says he's godless. Go ahead.
And of all other most wicked.
And of all other what?
Most wicked.
So because we envying our oppressor and we following after the most wicked, that makes us wicked. And when we become wicked, God be against us. You understand that, brother, that God is against us? I said, do you understand that God is against us? Because of the breaking of his laws. And when we be, go ahead. Oh, we ain't got no religion either. We got laws. Well, 7-day Adventists, you know what they got? They got that from the Bible, which God said to keep the 7-day holy, which is the Sabbath. But come on, pull on over, man. Yeah, we got to come back to the Bible. We got to read it at the word of the Lord and not at the word of these nations. Because 7-day Adventists, brother, was given to us by some Europeans. You get what I'm saying? So the 7-day Adventists, they teach the Bible, right? So check this out. Get Psalms chapter 147. Let's see if they are authorized to do that. Because that's a European's religion, doctrine, philosophy that was created. Let's see if the Europeans even have permission to hold this book. Check this out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147, and verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob,
God showed his word unto Jacob,
his statutes and his judgments unto Israel.
the Israelites are these people on this side. The so-called black and Hispanics, Native American Indians, Seminole Indians, the Haitians, Jamaicans, these are the Israelites here. You don't read the European on there. Yeah, we got a flyer. We got to get the brother a flyer. So now, check this out. It says, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Listen to this next part very closely.
He have not
It says, he have not
dealt so with
did this
any nation.
with any other nation. So any nation outside of the black and Hispanics should have this book in their hand. They are forgers. They're identity thieves. So 7-day Adventists, we do supposed to keep the 7-day holy. It's called the Lord's Sabbath. And in it, we ain't supposed to buy, we ain't supposed to sell, we ain't supposed to cook. Yeah, you can still eat without cooking, salad, cereal, fruit. So, cold cut sandwiches, or the way the Most High gave it to us in the beginning, when you read Exodus 16, he said, bake today, that which you will bake, and let the rest lay over to the morning. So it's called leftovers. You just ate it cold and it didn't spoil. So you get time, man. You got time. Look us up, man. Do your research and then get into the Bible with those same precepts because the scriptures on there and show them to your son. Yep. Yep. Bring your son so you can teach him the right thing because the wrong thing is what's getting us killed out here. Right. God, when God spake on Mount Sinai, he gave the Israelites laws. When he spake from the mountain, he didn't say, I'm giving you Baptist. He didn't say, I'm giving you Pentecostal. He said, I'm giving you right judgments and true laws. That's what he gave us. Religion is man-made, and it's a doctrine to take us away from our God. And it was only given to us by the nations that hate us. Our forefathers never believed in religion. They had this book. And it was only our book, but when we got captive and captured and went into captivity, any other nation said, you know what, we're going to take your book and we're going to read it to you and we're going to teach it to you. When God, all the prophets in this Bible was Israelites. They was men of color. From Noah, from Adam, all the way on. You did have the Europeans that come from our grandfather, Isaac. That was when the first European was born into the earth. Under Isaac. But they wasn't given permission to take our book and be teachers of it. You don't read that in the Bible. The Bible is not a Rainbow Coalition book. The Gentiles that they read about in the New Testament was the Israelites that got scattered in the Assyrian captivity and never went back to Jerusalem. All of that is in the Bible. I understand you got to go, or you can pull over. Okay. But you might want to pull over instead of going to that barbershop. All right, brother. So, what we do, we bringing our people back to the Bible and helping us to understand where we went wrong. But we even went wrong before this. What is the so-called black and Hispanics? Where did we start to go wrong at? When we wanted to be like the nations. And what was that demise? We wanted a king.
There you go, y'all.
What's up, brother? You got time? Come on and stop and hear the word. It could be slowing you down from some destruction that's happening down the street. You never know. God works like that. How you doing, sis? You want to take that far? We out here teaching that the black and Hispanics, we the Israelites. You get some time researching. So where did we go wrong as a nation? We started to envy our oppressors. And we wanted to be like them. And in being like them made us not the gods, the God-like people that God created. Because when he made Israel, how did he make us? So let's get Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2. What was the vision that God had for his chosen people from the beginning? This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2 And we'll jump in at verse 23.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 23. For God created man to be immortal.
See that? So in the beginning, when God set this earth up and he formed it and he created it, his intention was for us to be immortal, us to never die. He wanted us to be just like him because we was just like him before he created the earth. We was with him in his kingdom. And God says he was going to create a kingdom for us. So he, through his righteousness and through his word, he created the earth. How you doing, young brother? You understand that the black and the Spanish, we the Israelites? You ever heard that before? And you understand that we not African American? You understand that we ain't black? We ain't a color in the crayon box? So do you understand that we got to keep laws then? You can't be a fornicator. Can't be out here having casual sex because that's the reason that you got gunfire and gunplay in the streets. That's the reason that you got single parent households. You understand that you actually got to be a teacher of this Bible and not an athlete. God made you to be a priest. You know what I'm saying? Do your research, all right? So when God created us, he created us to be immortal, and then he set us up in this fashion. You get Exodus chapter 19. And then you get Malachi chapter 2, and it should be verse 7. So this was the vision that God had for the black and the Spanish when he established us as the nation of Israel. So this is Exodus chapter 19, and we'll start at verse 5.
Now therefore, if you will obey my voice.
See that? God always had a condition. He didn't give us free will. That is what we were taught. He didn't tell us to choose what's wrong. He told us to choose right. And we'll prove that. You get hold that because we're going to get that. So get Deuteronomy 30. It should be Deuteronomy 30. So it says, we was at Exodus 19 and 5, and it says, now therefore, if you will obey my voice, God always told us what we should do and what he wanted us to do, obey his voice. He didn't give us a choice to choose. So this is Deuteronomy chapter 30, and we'll get verse 19.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
So this is what Moses told the Israelites.
That I have set before you life and death.
So God set before our grandparents life and death. Who were Israelites, and that make us Israelites. Go ahead.
Blessing and cursing.
God set before us life and death, blessing and cursing. Go ahead.
Therefore, choose life.
What?
Choose life.
God said choose life. So how we got a choice? So we're not choosing life, we choosing death. Is that really a choice? No, it's not. When we understand it in that fashion, we should see that we don't have a choice. God says to choose life. So this is what he told us in the beginning when he created us as a nation. So now we are back in Exodus chapter 19 and 5.
Now therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed,
so if you will choose life, go ahead,
and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure.
God says then we will be a peculiar treasure. What do people put with a peculiar treasure? They keep it safe. They guard it. They protect it. They make sure nobody else gets it. So God says if we obey his voice, and we choose life by keeping the commandments, we'll be a peculiar treasure. Since did you know that we was a peculiar treasure? But in order to stay that peculiar treasure, then we got to obey God's voice. And the way we obey God's voice is day by day, we got to keep his commandments. And we got to learn his commandments. And if we don't understand them, then we got to go to the true teachers of the Bible. We got to find somebody that's doing it and say, well, how did you keep that? Not somebody that's just preaching it and doing something completely different, the opposite. We struggling because we finding all the people that's doing the opposite, and we saying, hey, teach me. So it says a peculiar treasure, go ahead,
unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
God says all the earth is his, go ahead.
and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
So what did God say have in store for the Israelites? He said we should be a kingdom of priests. Now what is it specific about these priests? You get Malachi chapter 2 and verse 7.
This is the book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
So when we speak, we should be speaking knowledge. And what knowledge should we be speaking? Go ahead.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
So we should be speaking the laws. So as the Israelites, as men, as the so-called black and Hispanics, we say so-called because that's what we are called, but God called us the Israelites, as well as you young sisters, you daughters. You are the daughters of Israel. You're not African American. As being the daughters of Israel, you got to get into the Bible and learn to put on righteousness so that you can be preserved, because even our young daughters are coming up missing. They're now being what they call sex trafficked. They're being molested. All these things because they got to come back and put on the righteousness of God so that we can have protection from God. Because right now we're without protection when we're not keeping the law. And God called the men, so all the young men, we are a kingdom of priests. That has been a kingdom of priests. What should we possess? Starting from the top, Malachi 2 and 6, 2 and 7.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
So we should keep knowledge. Go ahead.
And they should seek the law at his mouth.
So when you look for the so-called black men, the Hispanic men, you should be expecting to hear the laws at their mouth. Not going to the confessionaries in the Roman Catholic Church saying, Father, I have sinned, because Christ said not to call no man Father. And he definitely didn't tell you to go to the other nations to be taught. He raised up his prophets who were Israelites and said, teach my people. So the priests is looking to keep knowledge, and you should seek what?
The law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord.
For he is the messenger of the Lord. So as being the Israelites, the black and Hispanics, this is how we come back. We come back to God by understanding our purpose, by understanding why we was born, why we were created, what we must do, and what we should be doing. So this is Exodus chapter 19 and 6.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation.
And we should be a holy nation. Sis, how do we become a holy nation? By we got to do what's holy. And the things that are holy is the commandments. Let's prove that. So let's get Romans chapter 7, and it should be verse 12. We're going to get it in the New Testament.
Hey, think we got time to move? Let's try it.
So we're going to shut it down, Israel, with Matthew chapter 26. This is Matthew chapter 26, and it should be verse 6.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Christ was in Bethany in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Christ understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this that this woman hath done be told for a memorial of her.
So, at the commandment of Christ, he said everywhere the gospel is preached, to make mention of his sister Mary Magdalene, who humbled herself, broke her spirit, and repented, and is an example to the rest of the Israelites on what true repentance is. So with that, Israelites, we say shalom.
slave master say, not the slave, it's called promise, right? And they said, according to the law,